Chapter 1, Quiz Review. In lessons 1-1, we have two examples. This is Julia read 52 pages in 2 hours. What is the average number of pages she read per hour? So when we talk about average, that means we want to find the unit rate. How much for one? So there was pages, and I have hours. So I have 52 over 2, and I want to know how much that is for 1. So what I do is I cross multiply. 52 times 1 is 52. And I divide that by the only number I have left, which is 2. And 52 divided by 2 is 26 pages. If I look at example number 2, it says find the unit price per can if it costs $3 for 6 cans of soda. Round to the nearest hundredth if necessary. So if we're going to compare cans to dollars. So there's 6 cans for $3. I want to know how much 1 can is. Sorry. I want to know how much 1 can is. So I cross multiply 1 times 3, which is 3, and I divide that by the only number I have left, which happens to be 6. And 3 divided by 6, I get 0.50. So 50 cents per can. The 3 times for the 3 runners in 3 different races are given in the table. Which runner finished the race with the fastest time per kilometer? So if we're looking at per kilometer, again, so runner A has 34 minutes and 5 kilometers. So my rate is 34 and 5 kilometers. So what I need to do is I need to divide that. So 34 divided by 5 gives me 6.8 kilometers per minute. I'm sorry, 6.8 minutes for 1 kilometer. If I look at letter B, it's 10 kilometers in 62 minutes. So I take 62 and I divide that by 10, and that is 6.2 kilometers per minute. And if I do the last one is 154 divided by 21, that gives me 7.3 kilometers per minute. So who had the fastest time? That would be B, because 6.2 is less than each of those. Sorry, I should finish this too. So the same thing. It says a grocery store sells a 6-pack of bottled water for $3.79, a 9-pack for $4.50, and a 12-pack for $6.89, and an 18-pack for $9. Which package costs the least per bottle? So we're looking at price. So the first one was $3.79 for 6 bottles. I have $4.50 for 9 bottles. Sorry, my pen's not working quite right. I have $6.89 for 12, and I have $9 for 18. So to find my rate, we want to know what is the package cost per bottle. So we want bottle as our denominator. So I have $3.79 divided by 6. If I use my calculator, $3.79 divided by 6 That is 63 cents a bottle. If I take the next one, which is $4.50 for 9 bottles. If I take $4.50, I divide that by 9, that is 50 cents a bottle. I have $6.89 for 12 bottles. So I take 6.89 and I divide that by 12 and I get 57 cents. And if I take $9 for 18 cents, I get 50 cents. So if I look up here, make sure I got all those right. $4.50 for 9, which package costs the least per bottle. So you would be looking at either the $4.50 for 9 bottles, or if you want more bottles, you can have either one of those two. Those both are the same, they're equal. So in lesson 2, we had complex fractions, and we have to simplify. So 2 over 5/6. So that simply means that 2, where I have 2 divided by 5/6. So when I do that, I want to remember my keep, change, flip strategy. So I keep my first fraction the same, which is 2 over 1. Change the sign from divide to multiply. And flip the second fraction to 6 over 5. When I do that, I get 12 fifths, which equals 2 and 2 fifths. You can also use a calculator if you have one that has the division bar on there, and it works just the same way. If I look at number 6, I have 8/14 over 4, which is 8 11ths divided by 4. Sorry, again, this stylus is not working right. So I have 8/14 or 8/11ths, sorry. Change the sign to multiply, flip my fraction to be 1 over 4. Now 4 and 8 have a common factor, which is 4, so I cancel out. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. And then I multiply. 2 times 1, numerator times numerator, is 2. 11 times 1, denominator times denominator, is 11. So your answer is 2 11ths. The last one, number 7, it says 6/7 over 9/14. So again, that's 6/7 divided by 9/14. My keep, change, flip, I'm going to keep the first fraction the same. So 6/7 stays the same. I'm going to change the sign from divide to multiply. And I'm going to flip the second fraction. So I get 14 over 9. So again, if I simplify before I multiply, 7 is a factor of 14. So 7 divided by 7 is 1. 14 divided by 7 is 2. And I know 3 is a common factor of 6 and 9. So 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 9 divided by 3 is 3. And then I can multiply 2 times 2, which is 4. 1 times 3, which is 3. And 4/3 equals 1 and 1/3. So number 8 says a construction worker is blacktopping a driveway. She blacktops 35 and a half square yards in 5/6 of an hour. How many square yards can she blacktop per hour? So in 1 hour. So to find 1, I would have 35 and 1/2, and I would divide that by 5/6. So to change 35 and a half to an improper fraction, I multiply 2 times 35, which is 70, add the 1, which is 71 over 2. I change the sign because I'm going to use my keep change flip again. Change the sign from divide to multiply and flip my second fraction, which would be 6 over 5. When I do that, 2 is a common factor of 6, so 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. If I multiply across, 71 times 3 is 213. And we're going to divide that by 5, which is 42. And 3/5 yards squared. Because 5/6 is not quite an hour, so it had to be more that they could have did in an hour. Number 9 says a truck drove 120 miles in 1 3/4 hours. What is the speed of the truck in miles per hour? So I have 120 divided by 1 3/4. So that would be 120 over 1 times, to change this to an improper fraction, is 4 times 1 is 4 plus 3 is 7. So I'd be 7/4, and then I have to flip it, so I get 4/7. 4 times 120 is 480 over 7. And 480 over 7 is the same as 68 miles per hour. Number 10 says Anna walks 6 miles per day. Is the number of miles she walks proportional to the number of days she walks? So if she walks 6 miles per day, on day 2, she would walk 12 miles. Day 3, she would have walked a total of 18. Is this proportional? Why, yes, it is. Because you're always adding 6 each time. Number 11 says a cleaning service charges $45 for the first hour and $30 for each additional hour. Is the fee proportional to the number of hours worked? Make a table of values explaining your reasoning. So if we make a table, I would have, for 1 hour, it would be 45. For the second hour, it would be 45. It would be $30 after that. Oops, sorry, erase that. So 45 plus 30 would be $75 for 2 hours. 3 hours would be 105. 4 hours would be 135. So does it add the same each time? 45 plus 45 would be 90. So that's not proportional. So no. Number 12 says, which situation represents a proportional relationship between the time spent typing and the number of words typed? Well, if I look at Emilio's is 30 for 20 minutes and 30 seconds, 40 words typed, and 60, 60, and 90. So if I look at Emilio's, I know that 20 times 2 is 40, and 30 times 2 is 60. And that 20 times 3 is 60, and 30 times 3 is 90. So Emilio's is proportional. Here in Walter's, I know 30 times 2 is 60, but 25 times 2 is 50. It's not 60. So I know right away that this one is not proportional. And this one, yes, it is. It has to be counting by the same to be proportional. Well, that's our review. Tomorrow you will need a pencil, obviously, calculator, and I will be sending you the quiz review. Good luck tomorrow on your quiz.